first we will discuss about what do you mean by a cam, right? And what do you mean by a follower, right? So a cam is used to convert a rotary motion to a reciprocating motion. So that is the purpose of a cam, right? So uh, something if you want to convert from rotary motion to reciprocating motion, we use this cam, right? As like your links. So you would have studied in unit 1. So 4-bar link, slider crack mechanism, something like that. That is also converting rotary to translation or reciprocating motion. But it is somewhat complicated, right? Instead, you can go in a simpler way, right? For that, they use cam. So this is what you can able to see an example of this cam. You can able to see that it is rotating. So rotation is converted to a reciprocating motion. So reciprocating is on the follower. So cam is something which is rotating, which is in dark blue color, and the light blue color is your follower, right? So which is touching your cam continuously. Based on the movement of that cam, it will reciprocate. Okay. So examples of cam, it is mainly used in IC engines, right? So when you look in your IC engines, in order to open your valves, right, your inlet valve and your exhaust valve, we use this cam, right? You can able to see that here you have this one, right? This is your valve. So you have a rocker arm, and it is connected to one push rod. So we call this as a push rod. So which is connected to a cam. So what happens when it rotates? Automatically, it will make your valve to open, right? So the cam is designed in such a way that it follows that cycle, right? That particular cycle, so that when it was to open, right? So this is another three-dimensional example of this, right? So you can able to see here. So how your valves are opening, right? So in your cam profile, right? You have two valves, right? So it will open accordingly based on this profile. Okay. So classification. So mainly it is classified based on output or input motions. The first one is rotating cam and translating follower, right? So which means your cam will be rotating, your follower will be reciprocating. That is one type. Then cam is rotating and your follower is oscillating. That is another type. And the last one is translating of cam and translating of follower. So both are having translation motion, right? These are the different types of modes, right? These are the different types of modes which is used for cam mechanisms, right? So we will just show you a picture of one by one. First, rotating cam and translating follower. This is your rotating cam and our translating follower. You can able to see that the cam is rotating and your follower is just moving in upward and downward direction, right? So this type of cam, we called as rotating cam and translating followers, right? The other one, this is oscillating. So you can able to say that it is connected to some oscillating movement. So with a rod, so that this cam this is oscillating, something like this, right? So this is rotating cam and oscillating follower, and this is translating cam and translating follower. So it means that your cam itself is a profile like this. So it will be having a translation motion like this. So because of that motion, that will be transferred to your follower, which will be translating like this. So it will be moving up and down. So it is converting your horizontal movement to a vertical movement, right? For that, we use such type of cam, right? So the next one, the classification. So the follower is also classified based on the shape of the particular follower, right? One is knife edge, so which have a sharp edge, then roller follower, flat-faced follower, and spherical-faced follower, right? So this is knife edge, what we discussed earlier. So you can able to see that this follower, you can able to see this follower is having a knife edge, something like this. The edge is somewhat sharp, right? It is connected like that. So that we call it as a knife edge follower, right? So the next one is roller. right? So you can able to see that the follower is having a roller, right, like this, right? The follower is having a roller. So what happens? Your roller also rolls along with your cam. So if this is my cam profile, right? So the roller rolls along with the cam profile, right? So the main advantage of this is there won't be more wear in your cam, right? So that is the main purpose of using this type of roller follower. Whereas knife edge, there will be lots of wear, but friction is less. It is easily moving. But here, it is also less friction, but lower wear, right? Next, flat faced follower. So something like this, you can able to see that it is very flat, right? What you can see in your IC engines, it will be a flat faced follower, so in which your direction rotation will be transferred accordingly. So this is an animation of a flat faced follower, right? How it moves, right? So the next one, spherical faced follower. So sometimes it may also have a spherical type of approach, so that there is another follower, right? So mostly we will concentrate on only both two things. One is a knife edge follower and a roller follower, right? So flat also, of course, that is also applicable, but this is not applicable, right? This is not applicable for examination purpose, right? So only that three followers is very important. Okay, right. So next, you have the follower motion. So how the motion of the follower is acting. So one is a radial follower. It is based on motion, right? One we call it as a radial, other one is a offset type of follower, right? So radial follower is this things. So this is my cam. So the axis, based on this axis, you will have this follower, right? All the followers are connected with respect to that axis line, right? So you can able to see that it is in line with the axis, right? So when a motion of the follower is along the axis passing through the center of the cam, right? Then we call that as a radial follower, right? We can able to say that if I draw a center line, right, it has to follow, right? So that the motion is also with respect to that, right? That follower we call as a radial follower, right? So the next one is offset follower. So something like this. You have to say that now there is a distance here, right? There is a distance with respect to all these locations, right? So there is an offset distance. Okay, the motion of the follower is away from the axis of the center, cam center, right? That one we call it as an offset follower, right? You can able to see in the figure. So there is an offset distance. Okay. Next, classification. So we can classify this as different types of cams. So till now we discussed about follower, right? The follower we have knife edge, roller, flat, and spherical. Right now we are discussing about cams, right? So cam will have a radial or a disc cam, cylindrical cam, and end cam. So these are the main three categories of cams, so which is available. The first one is radial or disc cam. So these are the things. So whatever I have shown, the picture whatever I have shown is a radial or disc cam, right? So the cam is something, not a circle, even an ellipse with a particular center point we also call as a cam. Even a circle, if you change the center point at a particular location, that also we can call it as a cam. These are all radial or disc cams, right? So the next one, so these are radial and disc cams. The next one is cylindrical cam. So you can able to see that your cam is cylinder, right? And one more thing. So in radial cam, the follower reciprocates perpendicular to the axis of the cam, which means your follower is always reciprocating. So this is my axis. So if I look in 3D, if I look in 3D, so when I draw it in 3D, so this is my cam, so this is my axis, right? So perpendicular to this axis, your follower is moving. That we call it as a radial cam, right? So whereas the cylindrical parallel to the axis. So this is the axis of the cam, right? Your follower is also moving along with the respect to that axis, right? That one we call it as a cylindrical cam. So cylindrical cam, we have a cylinder which is grooved, right? In that groove, you have that cam. So you have the follower which will follow accordingly, right? Whenever it rotates, right? So the next one is end cam. End cam is also a cylindrical cam, but only thing is it is you can able to see that there is no groove. The end of the cylinder will be somewhat like a what I can say irregular shape. So based on that it will be right. It is on the periphery, right? It is on the periphery of a cylinder, right? So these are the different types of cams. Okay. Next, so important nomenclatures for this cam. So this is also an important topic. So you may get it in 2 marks. So what will be a nomenclature for your cams? So first, a cam profile. The outer surface of the disc cam is called as a cam profile. For example, here the cam profile is something which is in dark color. You can able to see that. So this is my cam profile, right? A dark color we call it as a cam profile. That is the outer surface of your cam. Next, base circle. The circle with shortest radius from the cam center is called as a base circle. So this is the center point of the cam. We are going to fix my cam here. So from this, I am identifying the radius, a full circular radius. That one we call it as a base circle. In this case, so you can able to see that. So this one, so whichever it is in purple color, so that one is a base circle, right? So that is the shortest radius, right? So this data will be given in the questions most of the time, so that you can draw what will be the cam. Based on that only we can draw the cam profile. The next, trace point. So trace point is the point of the follower and it describes the motion of the follower. So for example, so this is my point. So it's a roller follower. Roller follower, you have this point, right? So if I trace this point, so it is traveling along this path, right? So that point is called as a trace point. Okay, this is not applicable for a knife edge follower, because knife edge follower, your trace point is nothing but your cam profile, right? Your trace point is nothing but your cam profile, right? So it will be tracing on that particular cam. But only for roller follower, you have that, because this is the center point of the follower, right? So that is the trace point. Okay. Next, pitch curve. So if I draw the trace point, you can able to see that you will get one curve, just like your cam profile, right? Just like your cam profile, you will get a curve, right? That curve we call it as a pitch curve, right? That curve we call it as a pitch curve. The path generated by the trace point as the follower is rotating, that one we call it as a pitch curve, right? So the next one is prime circle. So the smallest circle from the cam center through the pitch curve. So previously we discussed about cam profile. So based on cam profile, whatever the circle, smallest circle we got, that is base circle, right? Based on pitch curve, whatever the circle we get, smallest circle, that is your prime circle. So you can able to see it in brown color, right? That one is a prime circle, right? So this is related with pitch curve, not related with cam profile. Okay, it is related with the pitch curve, right? So the next one, pressure angle. So the angle between the direction of the follower movement and the normal of the pitch curve, that one we call it as a pressure angle. So the pressure angle will change based on the location of your profile, right? So wherever it is located, based on that, your pressure angle will differ. So for example, if I consider here, your follower is moving like this. So you can able to see here. So your follower is moving like this. So let me change my color. Right? Your follower is moving like this. Right? So when I consider your cam profile, so if I consider this cam profile, so the tangent to this is my tangent line. So perpendicular to that is this line. So this line and your follower, this is my pressure angle, right? Similarly, if I consider this point, so this is perpendicular to this is this, so perpendicular to this is this line, right? And the follower is moving like this. So this is another pressure angle, right? So your pressure angle is changing. So at one location, your pressure angle will be minimum. Other location, the pressure angle will be maximum, right? It depends on different location. You will have the different pressure angle, right? And last, stroke. So distance traveled by the follower, right? That one we call it as a stroke. So for example, this follower is moving upward and it is moving downward. So maximum distance covered by this follower, that one we call it as a stroke, right? Maybe you can able to correlate this with your IC engines. So when the piston moving from TDC to BDC, that is one stroke. Similarly, here also the follower movement from top to the bottom, right? So from top to the bottom, that one we call it as a stroke. Now, so types of follower motion. So this is important. So you will be drawing your cam profile only based on this follower motion. So how the follower is moving, right? So have a note of these things. So we will go one by one. So there are four types. One is uniform motion, which is having constant velocity, simple harmonic motion, uniform acceleration and retardation, and the last one is cycloidal motion. These are the four different types of motion which is possible in your follower, right? So your cam profile will be any one of this motion, right? So your cam profile is purely related to any one of this follower motion, right? Okay. First, we will discuss about uniform motion, right? So for any motion, right, for any movement of your follower, we will be drawing a displacement diagram, right? So the displacement diagram will be having your theta in x-axis, what is your angle, and your displacement, that is the movement of the follower. So from the follower displacement, how much it is displaced, right? That in y-axis. So you have to plot a graph, right? It's a graph or any location where your theta is your x-axis and the displacement is your y-axis. So the maximum angle of your theta, right? Your cam is rotating for 360 degree. So the maximum is 360. So you should draw this theta up to 360 degree. Right? You should draw up to 360 degree. Where S is your distance. So distance will depends accordingly. Right? So for any cam, you will have this three. One is rise. Rise is your follower moving upward. Your follower is moving upward. Right? Whenever your follower moves upward, we call that as rise. The movement is upward. Fall is your follower is coming down, right? Due to gravity or spring, right? That one is return stroke or fall. Dwell is no movement in your follower, right? There is no movement in your follower. That one we call it as dwell, right? So any of this, so your profile will be, your diagram will be based on this 3 and with respect to theta and s. With respect to theta and s. Right? So theta is increasing from 0 degree to whatever it is, 360 degree. Okay, it is increasing. Okay, right. So let me draw what will be the displacement diagram for a uniform motion, that is constant velocity. It is very easy, right? You have something like this, right? So you can able to see here, right? You can able to see here from this part to this part, right? So your follower is moving upward. So from 0 degree to some, slowly it is increasing, right? So this is rise. From here to here, there is no movement of the follower. Follower is constant. So this one is dwell. Then your follower is coming down. This follower is coming down, right? So top, it reaches top and then it is coming down again. So this is fall, right? And then again you have no movement, that is dwell, right? So you have 2 dwells and 1 rise and 1 fall, right? So based on the angle, so you can split it accordingly. So based on the angle, you can split it accordingly and you can mark this point, right? So uniform velocity is, if they say that you have a rise for 90 degree. So make a rectangle with from 0 to 90 degree, right? Split this into 8 equal parts, whatever it is. Connect this lower corner to the upper corner of this. Diagonally you connect this, right? Whatever the value, right? Whatever the value, that is your constant velocity, right? This is rise. Okay.
Sir, we have to split the rectangle.
Right? Any doubt in this?
Yes, sir. We have to split the
Yeah,
rectangle.
you have to split the rectangle accordingly.
No, sir. In the how, sir, we have to split? Can you repeat that alone, sir?
No, you just measure. So, for example, if I mark this as from 0 to 90 degree, if I say that I have drawn for 20 centimeter, split it accordingly. So 20 divided by 6 or 20 divided by 5. It is depends on whatever the split you are doing it. Usually we will go for 8, right? You will split into 8 equal parts because you will get it easily. So your angle will be easy to identify, right? So split accordingly. Find out what is your angle accordingly, right?
Yes.
So for example, if 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter is 10 degree. So 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree. So split it, identify what will be the angle with respect to that, right? So that is how you have to do the splitting. Right? Any doubt in this?
0 to 90 degree எப்படி சார் வந்து
இல்ல நான் ரைஸ் வந்து 90 டிகிரி கொடுத்துருந்தாங்கன்னா ரைஸ் இல்லையா, ரைஸ்னா 0ல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு 90 டிகிரி வரைக்கும். சப்போஸ் அடுத்தது வந்து டுவெல் வந்து ஒரு 90 டிகிரின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஸோ அடுத்தது ஒரு 90 டிகிரி வரைக்கும் ஒண்ணுமே இருக்கக்கூடாது, பிளாங்கா இருக்கும். இட் இஸ் லைக் திஸ். அடுத்த ஒரு 90 டிகிரி வந்து ஃபால்னா அடுத்தது அதே மாதிரி 90 டிகிரி போட்டு யூ ஹேவ் டு டூ இட் இன் ஆப்போசிட் சைட். ஓகே, தட் கம்ப்ளீட்ஸ் யுவர் டயக்ராம் அக்கார்டிங்லி, ரைட்?
சரி.
Okay. Okay. So now this is my displacement diagrams, velocity and acceleration diagrams, right? Which you can draw. So if you want, right? But this is important. This is the formula to identify what is your velocity and acceleration for this uniform motion, right? So for uniform motion, V is equal to S by theta naught into theta. Right? Where theta is how much, theta naught is what is your angle of dwell, right? Theta is in terms of radius, whatever the value they give, right? That you have to multiply, right? S is the stroke length. S is your stroke length. So you can able to see that your velocity is constant. Let me consider you have a diagram here, an approximate diagram. You can able to see that the velocity, there is no velocity.
Sir,
whereas
sorry,
the
sir.
displacement is
Repeat,
slowly.
what is theta naught and theta, sir?
Theta naught is angle of outstroke or rise, right? Angle of outstroke, right? Theta is omega, so something angular velocity, right? Angular velocity, right? That is theta, right? In this case, velocity is constant, right? Which means you just multiply with whatever the value, right? Theta will be theta naught, both are same, so you will have only S, right? So only S, so you will have a constant line like this. So you have a constant line like this. So acceleration and your jerk is how much it is vibrating, right? Both are infinite, right? You can't able to identify, right? Acceleration is zero actually, which means there is no acceleration, right? Jerk is also somewhat it will happen only on whenever there is a change in will to your motion movement, right? So you have a note of this formula. Use it whenever it is required, right? Use it whenever it is required. Okay, can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then the first one is what we discussed is uniform motion. Now we will discuss about simple harmonic motion, right? So this is normally you will have this such a simple harmonic motion, right? So here you can able to see that your profile will be something like this, right? So this is your rise. This is my rise, right? So your rise will be something like a curve. So previously it is a straight line. Now it is something like a curve, right? Something like a curve, right? Okay. So how to identify this? How to draw this diagram, right? So for that, I will explain it. First, you identify what is your rise for a simple harmonic motion. For example, is 90 degree, right? Consider that 1 centimeter is equal to 90 degree, right? Which means what I will do, I have to draw for 90 centimeter, right? I will make a box. So draw, okay, these things you leave it. I will directly go for the diagram. Okay, so draw a box. So the box, as I told you, if I say that your theta is 90 degree, I say that 1 centimeter is equal to 90 degree, which means I have drawn this line for 9 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 degree, sorry. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 degree. So I can draw this line for 9 centimeter. Okay, I can draw this line for 9 centimeter. Now what I can do is I split this line into 8 equal parts. I have 9, divide that by 8. So whatever the value, you split it accordingly, right? Hope you know how to divide this into 8 equal parts. You would have already studied in your engineering graphics. What you will do, you will draw a line for 9 centimeter, identify the mark. If it is not equal, right? I am saying that it is 9 centimeter, as I told you. I am going to split this 9 divided by 8, right? So you can't identify, it is around 1.1 something. So I can't able to identify the right split. Correcta on the 8 by 8, 1 centimeter easier split பண்ணிடலாம், அதுக்கு இது வரைய வேணாம். பட் கரெக்டா ஸ்பிளிட் பண்ண முடியல அப்படின்னா என்ன ப்ரொசீஜர்? இதுதான் ப்ரொசீஜர். ஒரு லைன் வரையணும், எனி ஆங்கிள், draw for whatever it is, 9 centimeter, 9 centimeter. Connect this with respect to the last point. Draw a parallel line, right? Draw a parallel line accordingly. You will get this. Hope you can understand, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that procedure you have to use to connect it, right? So to divide into 8 equal parts. Then what you do is, this box, what is the length of my box? What is my length?
9
9
centimeter.
centimeters.
Yeah, very good. This is 9 centimeter. What is my height? Height is just stroke length. So how much your follower is moving? Maximum height of the follower, right? That is my height. So make a box, a rectangular box for height as stroke length and whatever the angle as accordingly. Then you draw a semicircle. So once I draw this box, identify the center point, draw a semicircle like this. Okay. So now you split the semicircle into 8 equal parts, right? So split it into 8 equal parts, right? You can able to see that it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? Split this semicircle into 8 equal parts, right? It is purely depends on how much you divide here. If you divide this into 6 equal parts, you divide this also into 6 equal parts. If you divide into 9, divide this also 9. If you divide into 4, divide this also 4. Okay, but better you
Sir,
use-
fixed-ஆ 8 தான் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ண 8 தான் டிவைட் பண்ணல சார்.
ஆமா, அது உங்க இஷ்டம். இது நீங்க வந்து 6 டிவைட் பண்ணலாம், 8 டிவைட் பண்ணலாம், 12 டிவைட் பண்ணலாம், whatever it is, right? Better you follow 8 better. So usually வந்து 8 தான் பண்ணுவாங்க, அதாவது you follow 8, right? So இது வந்து ரொம்ப டைம் இல்லைன்னா you can reduce it. 6ன்னா அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி ஆங்கிள் கண்டுபிடிச்சு பண்ணணும், right? So how to identify these angles?
180 by 8.
Yeah, very good. So it is 180 divided by 8, right? This angle, whatever the angle it is 180 divided by 8, right? You can split it accordingly. Once you split this, now draw an horizontal line. So first line is the 1, right? First line varaikkum, right? Second up to second line, third up to third line, fourth up to fourth, fifth, similarly sixth, then 7th, and the last point is 8, which is connected. Okay, now you got these points. You got these points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, of course 8 and 9. Okay, you have these points. Just connect these points, right? That is the simple harmonic motion, right? That is the curve for the simple harmonic motion, right? Any doubt on this?
சார் அந்த ஜாயினிங் வந்து அப்படியே சைக்கிள் மாதிரி அப்படியே ஃப்ரீ ஹேண்ட்ல அப்படியே ஜாயின் பண்ணுவோம் சார்.
ஆமா, ஃப்ரீ ஹேண்ட்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கலாம், டசன்ட் மேட்டர்.
ஓகே.
கேம் ப்ரொஃபைலுக்கு இந்த லென்த் வேணும், ரைட்டா? இதை மட்டும் மெஷர் பண்ணி கட் பண்ணணும். எதுல? உங்க காம்பஸ்ல மெஷர் பண்ணி கட் பண்ணணும் கேம் ப்ரொஃபைல் வரையும் போது, ரைட்? பட் இந்த லைன் வந்து யூ கேன் டிரா ஃப்ரீலி, டசன்ட் மேட்டர். Okay. Yeah, can we proceed?
Sir, for dividing that line you told no, sir. So if it is tough, we have to use that procedure. So it should always be like that, or we can manually also we can do, or it should be accurate.
Which one? This one?
No, sir. You told for rectangle, for dividing the rectangle, you told if it is so 1.1 or something, you have to use that procedure, EG procedure. No, sir. So we can do that, or we have to do that compulsorily, or we can also manually do if required. Or it
Manual also you can do.
No, sir. Or it's necessary.
Manual also you can do.
Or
It is not that much necessary. They won't look after whether you follow the engineer procedure, that graphics procedure and all. So that is a clue if you want to split up when you can't divide it correctly, because this line will have somewhere here that will affect a little bit of your profile mainly, right? That is why I am saying you to do that, right? Or you take that 90 degree similar to your divisible. However, it is possible to divide. You identify accordingly.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right?
sir. Yes, sir.
So instead of 1 centimeter, you can also consider 1.5 centimeter, whatever it is, so that it is easily divided by 8. It is up to you. Right? So, right. So the next thing is, these are your simple harmonic motion, whatever which occurs. So this is my displacement. Okay. So the other one, for example, if I want, this is for rise. If I want fall, what you have to do?
Semicircle on the side போட்டு.
No. அதே செமிசர்க்கிள் ரெண்டுமே ஒரே இதுதான். இதே செமிசர்க்கிள் நான் இப்படி எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணுவேன். Yeah, you can extend it here, so you'll get the point here. So slowly it will come down. So you can able to see here in the diagram. Right?
Sir,
So நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, இங்கதான் ஒரு செமி சர்க்கிள் வரைஞ்சிட்டீங்க இல்லையா, இந்த இடத்துல இன்னொரு செமி சர்க்கிள் வரையணும்னு அவசியம் இல்ல. இந்த செமி சர்க்கிள் லைனே கொண்டு வரலாம். புரியலப்பா.
டுவெல் ஆங்கிள் கொடுப்பாங்க சார் அதுக்கு.
ஆமா, டுவெல் ஆங்கிள் கொடுத்துருவாங்க. Right? So you can use that itself. ரெண்டுமே சிம்பிள் ஆகுனா you can use one simple semicircle, you can do it. If suppose they are given this is as uniform motion and this is simple harmonic, then you can draw it here and split it and you can bring it on the other side. Right? So it depends on the problem. So wherever it is, you can split it and you can do it in opposite side. Right? Whatever we discuss here, you have to do it on the other side, right? So that it comes downwards, right? It has to come downwards, something like this. Okay, so that is important. Okay, right? So you can able to see that your velocity is a parabolic curve, and your acceleration when it attains maximum velocity is 0. Is coming like this. Okay, and these are the formulas. And these are the formulas to identify what is your velocity and acceleration.
அந்த டயகிராம் போடணுமா சார்?
இந்த டயகிராம் கேட்டா போடணும்பா. மெயினா இது ரெண்டு மட்டும், இது தேவையில்ல
சார். அப்போ இதுவும் அது மாதிரி கால்குலேட் பண்ணுவோம் சார், டிஸ்பிளேஸ்மென்ட்?
இல்ல ஜஸ்ட் இது வந்து ரஃப் டயகிராம்.
ஓ, ஓகே சார்.
இது போட்டுட்டு இங்க மென்ஷன் பண்ணனும் வாட் இஸ் தி மேக்ஸிமம் வெலாசிட்டி வேல்யூ. இது ரஃப் டயகிராம். ஓகே, ஸோ இதுதான் வந்து ஃபேர். இது ஃபேர் டயகிராம் வரைஞ்சே ஆகணும், பிகாஸ் டு ட்ரா யுவர் கேம் ப்ரொஃபைல். மோஸ்ட்லி இதை கேட்க மாட்டாங்க, ரைட்? மோஸ்ட்லி தே வில் ஆஸ்க் யூ வாட் இஸ் தி மேக்ஸிமம் வெலாசிட்டி. யூ ஜஸ்ட் ரைட் தி வேல்யூஸ், தட் இஸ் எனஃப். ரைட்? கேம் ப்ரொஃபைலுக்கே டைம் ஆயிடும். Yeah, can you proceed?
Yes sir.
சார் கேம் ப்ரொஃபைல்ல வந்து 16 மார்க் என்ன கேட்பாங்களோ கொஞ்சம் கூட ஆல்டர் பண்ணாம அதே லெவல் क्वेश्चन தான் 12 மார்க்கும் கேட்பாங்களா சார்?
ஆமாப்பா.
ஓகே சார்.
சொன்னாலும் சொல்லாட்டினாலும் அதுதான் நடக்கும். எப்படி இப்ப திடீர்னு எல்லா ப்ராப்ளமும் வந்து 16 மார்க், எப்படி அதை 12 மாத்தினால ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து கம்மி பண்ண முடியுமா? ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. இது கொஞ்சம் டேட்டா கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியா இருக்குமே கொடுக்கலாம், அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, so next, uniform acceleration and retardation. Right? There is another profile, so where you have something like this, right? So you have something. So again, you have a theta, which is your return stroke, so our rise, and h is your stroke length. H is your stroke length. Now we will discuss how to do this. So make a box where, as I told you, theta is your angle, right? Angle of your rise, and s, which is the height, is your stroke length, right? In that, again, I'm splitting this into 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the center line alone, I have to consider that. Okay. So adanala this always you divide by 8 equal parts. Don't reduce it. Okay. So once you identify the center point, divide the center point into 8. Divide the center point into 8. So S வந்து for example 8 centimeter na, so 1 centimeter each you locate the point, right? For each 1 centimeter you locate the point. Now connect the diagonal. Connect the diagonal. So in the end in the இருக்கு join பண்ணா automatically center point ஓட join ஆயிடும், right? When you do that, it has to merge with the center point, otherwise there is some mistake. Okay, right? Once you do that, now what you will do is you split this accordingly. So I am connecting from this point, from this corner I am connecting these lower ends. So 1 2 3, right? Similarly from this point I am connect that points, that lines. So something like this, 1 2 and 3, right? Now the first line, first point, this one. Second line, second point. Third line, third point. Fourth line is center point. Fifth line is this. Sixth line is this. And seventh line is this. And the last one is 8. Connect these lines, right? You will get that curve, right? This is for uniform acceleration and retardation, right? Any doubt in this?
Sir, stroke length suppose uneven கொடுத்திருந்தா
Yeah, you have to divide it accordingly. So அது வந்து ரொம்ப அக்யூரேட்டா இருக்கனால கொஞ்சம் ஓரளவுக்கு என்ன வேல்யூ அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி பிரிச்சுக்கோங்க.
ஓகே சார்.
சார் நம்ம ரெக்டாங்குலர் பாக்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை லைனா வந்து டிவைட் பண்றோமோ அவ்வளவு பார்ட்ஸ் தான் வந்து அந்த சென்டர் லைனா டிவைட்.
இந்த இது பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் 8 தான்ப்பா.
ஓகே சார்.
சிம்பிள் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் நீ எப்படி வேணாலும் பண்ணலாம். இது 8ஆ டிவைட் பண்ணும், சென்டர்ல வந்து மார்க் பண்ணிட்டு இப்படிதான் போடணும்.
ஓகே சார்.
ரைட்டா? சோ இல்லனா வந்து ப்ரொஃபைல் ஒழுங்கா வராது, அதுக்காக சொல்றேன். பண்ணவே முடியாதானா பண்ண முடியும், பட் யூ won't get proper profile, அதுக்காக சொல்றேன். So always you divide by 8.
சார் அந்த லைன் நம்ம ஜாயின் பண்ணலாம் சார், அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த பாயிண்ட் எப்படி சார் வச்சு நம்ம கர்வ் வரையிறது?
இல்ல, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த வெர்டிகல் லைனோட எங்க கனெக்ட் ஆகுது அந்த பாயிண்ட் அப்படியே லைனா அப்படியே வந்துட்டே வாங்க. சென்டர் பாயிண்ட் இப்படி வரும், இப்படி அப்படியே லைனா வந்துட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா you'll get it. So how to draw this for retardation? ஃபாலுக்கு எப்படி பண்றது? ஃபாலுக்கு எப்படி பண்ணோம்?
Other two sides
you have to connect. It is like I have to join these two lines. Sorry. So I have to join these two lines. Then I have to join like this. So 1 2 3 and this one. Right? Then I will get points like this. Right? Appadi varum. Can you able to get it?
yes sir.
Yes. So that
Yes,
is your
sir.
retardation. That is your retardation. So that is opposite side. You have to do like that. Okay. Right. So these are the velocity formula for uniform acceleration and retardation. So V is equal to 2s into omega divided by theta naught, and F is equal to 4s into omega square divided by theta naught square.
சார் அந்த கிராஃப்ல
And you can
லாஸ்ட்
able to see that.
ஜெர்க்குன்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு சார், அப்படின்னா என்ன சார்?
அப்படின்னா என்னன்னு கேக்குறீங்களா?
ஆமா சார்.
ஸோ உங்க ப்ரொஃபைல் வந்து டெல்லில இருந்து இது வரும்போது ப்ரொஃபைலுக்கு வந்து லிஃப்ட் ஆகும், சடனா ஒரு தூக்கம், ரைட்டா, ஒரு ஹிட் ஆகும், ரைட்டா, அதுதான் வந்து ஜெர்க். சடன் வைப்ரேஷன் இருக்கும், அது கண்டினியூஸா ரொட்டேட் ஆகுது இல்லையா? ஸோ யூஸ்வலா வந்து ஃபாலோவர் அண்ட் கேம் வந்து கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ போத் வில் பி கனெக்டட், ரைட்? இந்த இடத்துல என்ன ஆகும்னா டக்குன்னு கனெக்ட் ஆகுதுல்ல, ஸ்பீடா வந்து அடிக்குதுல்ல, அடிக்கும் போது என்ன ஆகும்னா இந்த ஃபாலோவரும் கேமும் வந்து கனெக்ட் ஆகாது, மிஸ் ஆயிடும். ஸோ கேமும் ஃபாலோவர் கொஞ்சம் லைட்டா மேலே தூக்கிட்டு அப்புறம் திருப்பி கனெக்ட் ஆகும். That one we call as jerk.
Sure.
Right? Okay. So this is the velocities and acceleration. Can able to see that. So next, cycloidal motion, last motion. So it is like you have a circle which is revolved around this. So in the stroke வந்து revolve பண்ணனா எப்படி curve வருதோ அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி வர்றதுதான் வந்து cycloidal motion, right? It is based on the revolution of this curve, right? Okay, so இது வந்து எப்படி பண்றது பார்ப்போம், right? So first, draw the box. So your box, you know what is your length of the box, which is theta, and your height of the box is s. S is the stroke length. Now, divide this box into 8 equal parts, right? As usual. This also you should divide only 8. Don't reduce it. Next, find the radius. So find the radius of the rolling circle. So the rolling circle radius is s by 2 pi.
So
Right?
rolling
S is the stroke length. அதாவது வந்து இந்த ஸ்ட்ரோக் லென்த் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த ஸ்ட்ரோக் லென்த் வந்து ரோல் ஆச்சுன்னா எப்படி வரும், அதான் சைக்ளாய்டல் மோஷன். இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு சர்க்கிள் வரைவேன், அதுக்கான ரோலிங் சர்க்கிள் இது. ஸோ தி ரோலிங் சர்க்கிள் இஸ் எஸ் பை 2 பை, ரைட்? எஸ் இஸ் தி ஸ்ட்ரோக் லென்த் அண்ட் 2 பைன்றது 360 டிகிரி, ரைட்? ஒன்ஸ் யூ கெட் இட், with this as a center point, I will draw a circle. இதுதான் வந்து இந்த ரேடியஸ் ஆஃப் தி சர்க்கிள் வந்து இது s by 2 pi, right? You draw a circle. Divide this circle into 8 equal parts, right? Divide this circle into 8 equal parts. Now I am going to name this 1. If I call this as 1, this is 1. Okay. Similarly, when I call this as 2, the other line has to be 2. Similarly, this is 3 and this is 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All I am marking, right? Note. So இது எல்லாமே ஒரு கலரா வைக்கிறேன். பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ 1 3 ஒரு கலர், right? Similar to that. 2 வந்து ஒரு கலர், 4, 8 is black color, right? 5, 7 is one color, 8, 6 is one color. இது ஏன்னா now what I have to do is I am going to join this 1 and 3. Right? So 2 வந்து இந்த point, 1 and 3 join பண்ணா இந்த point, 4 and 8 join பண்ணா இந்த point, 5 and 7 join பண்ணா this point, and 6 join பண்ணா இந்த point. Okay, these are the points. Now what I am going to do is, with the center point of the circle, connect it with the diagonal. Right? The center point la connected with the diagonal. Right? So இந்த சென்டர் பாயிண்ட் எதை மீன் பண்ணுது, 4 8 மீன் பண்ணுது இல்லையா? அப்ப 4th ஓட லைனும் 8 ஓட லைனோட பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எனக்கு கிடைச்சிச்சு. இந்த பாயிண்ட்டும் 8க்கு இந்த பாயிண்ட்டும். These are my 2 points. Right? I got the 2 points. Right? Next, with respect to this line, parallel 1 3 ஓட center point. This is my 1 3 ஓட center point இல்லையா? So I have to draw a line. Right? So make sure these 2 lines are parallel. These 2 lines are parallel. எனக்கு ஏன் இங்க வருதுன்னா, என்னோட சர்க்கிள் வந்து கரெக்டான சர்க்கிள் கிடையாது. It is not s by 2 pi. Right? கொஞ்சம் மேல வரும் ஆக்சுவலா. Right? So you will get somewhat higher. So that is important. So you can able to see that from this center, I am joining a line. I am drawing a line parallel to this line. When I do that, it will cut 1 and it will cut 3. So I got these 2 points now. Right? Similarly, from 2, if I draw another parallel line, I will get 2. From 2, this is the center line. From that, I am drawing another parallel line. I am getting 2. Similarly, 5 and 7, I am drawing another parallel line, 5 and 7. So you can able to get 5th point and 7th point. Last 6, I am drawing another parallel line. You will get your 6th point. So join these points, you will get that curve. Right? This is cycloidal motion. Any doubt on this? Now, this is the formula for velocity and acceleration for the cycloidal motion. Right? So if they ask you, just substitute this and find out what is the
The
value.
last slide one.
ஆளுக்கு வந்து ரைட் சைடுல வரையணும் சார்.
Okay, sir.
See, yes, இப்போ இதே வந்து ஃபாலுக்கு எங்க வரையணும்? கரெக்ட், நீங்க கொஸ்டின் கேட்டது கரெக்ட். ஹவு டு ட்ரா when it இந்த சைடு வரையணும். ஸோ சர்க்கிள் ஷுட் பி ஹியர் அண்ட் ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன்லாம் இப்படி வரணும், ரைட்? ஸோ தட் யூ கேன் ட்ரா யுவர் ப்ரொஃபைல் லைக் திஸ். ஓகேவா?
Yes, sir.
அப்போ கொஸ்டின் வந்து எதர் ரைஸ்
Right?
ஆர்
So you have to draw the circle here and you have to project it like that.
சார்
Yeah, sorry.
அப்போ கொஸ்டின் வந்து எதர் ரைஸ் ஆர் ஃபால் அந்த மாதிரி தான் கேட்பாங்க.
ஆமாமா, அது வந்து ரெண்டுமே இருக்கும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ரைஸுக்கு வந்து சிம்பிள் ஆர்மாட்டிக் மோஷன் சொல்லுவாங்க, ஃபாலுக்கு வந்து சைக்ளோய்டல் கேட்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒன்று கேட்டாங்கன்னா யூ ஹேவ் டு டூ லைக் தட். சம்டைம்ஸ் ரெண்டுமே கூட கேட்கலாம். இட் டிபெண்ட்ஸ், ப்ராப்ளம் அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி மாறும்.
ஓகே.
Okay, right. So these are your cycloidal motion formulas, right? So it's just related to values, right? So you have to substitute it and you have to solve this.